Hello there. I'm a failure and a loser. A loser who loves failing. Look at this 2-year transformation on your screen right now. The first picture was after a few months of lifting when I already should have got my newbie gains, right? And it's not that impressive at all. Like, even with my bad genetics, it's not that impressive at all. And do you know how outcasted I was because of my looks at the time? Like, imagine being assigned to a group project with your classmates, right? And they are basically just deaf to your ideas, to everything you were suggesting, and they didn't take you seriously at all. Your your friends in your class, and you can just tell you're the odd one out. Imagine after years of having obsessive crushes, you finally conjure up the confidence to go confess to one you have, and not only do you get rejected, you get shit talked behind your back. Imagine going in front of half your school to run for a role and hearing that you lost by quite a margin. And even now in college, imagine putting so much work in all these videos, writing them the day before, thinking about all your message, and people don't really appreciate the work or respect you for the work that you do to help the younger generation, because nobody really wants to be helped. Everyone just wants to like scroll on their phone and not really be happy and not really contribute to the world. And instead they just want to shit talk you behind your back, because that's just how things are nowadays apparently. Do you know how many gaming videos I uploaded before I ever started getting this tiniest little bit of traction? And do you know how many of these self-improvement videos I uploaded before I even showed my face, because I thought I was too ugly to do so? I was clowned on everything. Imagine putting genuine effort into every video just to make 3 cents off of it, and the one comment that gets made about it isn't even on YouTube, it's on WhatsApp from the one person making fun of you in the group chat. I have failed more times than most people have ever even tried. I have tried, sacrificed many endeavors to go all in on what I really care about. It is because of all these failures that I have succeeded so much as well. I would say I pretty much defied my genetics, or I'm very well on the road to doing so. I became so consistent with working out, doing workouts, and going to the gym now basically, that I don't even need to track it anymore in a habit tracker. I fixed my face, I would say, definitely compared to last time. I learned how to socialize, and I could cold approach anyone if I really wanted to. And I also learned to love myself so much that I usually prefer being alone anyway, because I really only want to conversate with you if you have similar values to me, or if you have something to offer, because I have a lot to offer to the right person, and I want a trade. Maybe not equal. I usually end up giving more anyway, but I want something back. You get what I mean? And I made my first 1K USD online before I even turned 16. Like that's quite something, right? Especially when you realize that I wasn't really given anything more than the average person is. I just had a budget mic, and the background of my recording room was literally the toilet door to my bathroom, and my sister's clothes in the background. Also, I permanently changed the self-improvement space on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. I made this title here. I don't think anything more needs to be said, but I'm going to say more anyway. This 5 minutes title wasn't really popular before my video on it, and it ended up to a lot of people copying the title as well. And this ambitious but lazy title, if you just search it up on YouTube, you'll see basically everyone who I used to watch and look up to have a title taken from that. And I know it doesn't really count as stealing titles, because titles just get thrown around for inspiration, but I'm the one who came up with an innovative title like that, something original that people take. And I'm really grateful that I can be the title that gets people the views they deserve, you get what I mean? And I'm really grateful I contributed to the space as much as I did, because most people, they just recycle titles, but I actually bothered to come up with something new. I don't know why some people could hate on someone who genuinely tries to improve their life and the lives of others as well. I'll make a full guide on how to meditate properly for attention span training, because that's genuinely one of the biggest things that would help you, and that I will stand on and have a spine on regardless of how much backlash I get on it and how much people joke about meditation. But for right now, please just download Medito, okay? It will change your life. And maybe they feel offended that we're all so much happier than them, and they just want to sit there and be a keyboard warrior. But whatever, man, like I will keep on failing and taking the hit regardless. And now I've changed, man. I've changed it. I'm able to do all that, and I'm able to keep showing up for you on this camera, which is really something I'm so grateful for. I'm so grateful for this mic. I'm so grateful for this camera and this platform that I have right here. And sure, I will keep on making mistakes. That's the entire point. The point is for me to venture out into the wilderness and trip on rocks. And when I trip on a rock, I'll look back and say, hey bro, watch out for that rock. Don't trip on it. And so many people will see that trip on a rock and say, he's not perfect, when I've never said I was perfect. I literally never said I was. And this indirectly means that active failure is success. Show me a man who loves failing, and you'll be showing me a man who is destined for greatness. The one thing you're gonna need is accountability. You can't fail if you hold yourself accountable to it. Hold yourself to it. This is why I keep a journal, and every time I fail in something, not every time, but a lot of the times when I fail in something, I write down, I have failed. There is nothing more ego crushing than writing down, I have failed, those words. But there's also nothing more masculine, nothing that could fill yourself with purpose more than writing, but I will try again. I will try again tomorrow, and I'm going to succeed. Hell, even now at this point I've gotten to, I still keep failing, I still keep making mistakes, and it's really sad to see that people are so unforgiving. You do multiple dozen good things, but make one mistake and people will remember it forever. They won't acknowledge all the good things you did, but if you make one mistake, they'll remember it forever and treat you like shit for it, which is really shit to see. And damn, like the Epstein propaganda have had such a grip on the world that people don't even know that they're serving the Epstein class. They keep saying, release the files, but they keep buying the products of people of the elite class. They keep buying the products of the Epstein class. They keep supporting and giving their attention away to the apps that are owned by the Epstein class. And it's kind of sad to see, and I hope that I will be able to make a dent in that, however small. And this is why I keep preaching actual self-improvement, which is very simply put, to make progress in all the areas of life you care about. Focus on one extreme season first, focus on one thing, and then for a few months, and then pick the next thing to focus on. And this is how over time you'll build an extremely balanced life. You're 7 to 8 out of 10 in every area of life. And that is good enough. If you want to be 10 out of 10, you can really only do it in one aspect. Because you know how like going from level 1 to level 90 in a video game is easier than going from level 90 to level 99, right? There are massive diminishing returns. So just go to 7 out of 8 and everything, and that's how you'll maximize life satisfaction. And one action step for you, I want you to start creating content. I want you to be a creator causing change. A channel link down in the description. I call it Creators Causing Change because I want you to cause change in your local community to people around the world and help. And it'll also help you keep accountable with all these goals that you set for yourself. And that's also one of the reasons I made this channel, to keep myself accountable and to know that if I fail, I'm going to have to announce these failures to thousands of people around the world. And this really keeps me pushing and keeps me succeeding and making progress towards the goals I care about. Hell, even my physique, like there's a physical difference in my body compared to the way it was just a year ago. And I'm so proud of myself. But I'm also going to keep showing up for you on this camera because it's a duty. It's the contribution I'm going to make to this world. I really think I'm going to make a bigger contribution to the world than anyone else in my school, literally, or at least self-made, because some people can be born to royalty and all that, right? But yeah, I'm going to make a difference, and I hope that you commit yourself to making one too. So yeah, you and I, let's stay compassionate, stay sexy as well, and we'll discover just how many people will inspire.